Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you how I do these nails, but more importantly, I'm going to show you how you can do polygel or gel nails or even really acrylic nails and have them not lift. I've gotten a couple comments from you guys saying that your nails are lifting and want to know how to stop it, so I'm going to give you some quick, easy tips. So really, to prevent your nails from lifting, it is really important to focus on prep. So you need to make sure that when you are buffing your nails that you get all of the cuticle protein, you buff all the way, all the shininess. Next, you're going to want to make sure that you prime your nails. Now, I'm using the Ultra Bond and the primer from the Trinity USA set, but you really just want to make sure that you have a good dehydrant and primer. And you're going to want to make sure that you just get it all over each nail without flooding the nail. You don't want to get a bunch on your cuticle. I will also, of course, leave everything I'm using in the description below. Also, I will leave alternatives in case you can't get one, and also just some recommendations for other good products. Next, you're going to want to get your tips, and with your tips, you're going to make sure that they really fit your nail well, because if there's any sort of weird tension or it's not covering it all the way, that's going to make it lift. And I'm going to be using the Wonder Bond nail glue, which I really like. A lot of you ask which nail glue I like, and that one is it. When I am sizing out my tips, I just see if it fits, and if it doesn't, usually I will just file it down on either side, or depending how far down the tip goes, and that helps it fit the nail a lot more naturally. Now next, here is the main thing you're going to do to prevent lifting. You are going to put a base coat on. So with this base coat, you're going to just want to put it on your natural nail and a little bit on your tip if you are using a tip. And you're going to want to really make sure that you do this really carefully so you don't get it on your cuticle. This will prevent lifting, because if you happen to accidentally get a little bit of, say, polygel on your cuticle, this base will make it so that that's not going to make your entire nail lift. And this is a really good way for beginners to sort of start out and get their nails to stick, so that you're not having to do them every 3 days if you're not doing it 100% correctly. And it's a really good way to start learning. This can also help some products that maybe aren't the absolute best and don't stick as well. So what you're not seeing here is me curing these in the UV light, and to make sure that I don't get it on my cuticle, before I cure it, I point them downwards so any excess product can run away from my cuticle. Another thing for this is, if you absolutely do not have a base, you can use a good top coat if you are in a pinch. So today I'm going to be taking my polygel. This is just a pink, and I'm pouring out my slip solution. There shouldn't be anything else that you need to do for your base. You can just start putting product on top of it. So that's what I'm going to do today. I will also show you guys how I did this design, which I really like. For this design, I'm going to be putting down this pink polygel first, and it's going to look like my nail bed, and it's going to make my nail bed look a lot longer than it is. This is a good way to do an illusion, especially if you have, say, really short nail beds, to make them look longer. You can just see sort of how I'm forming them. I'm kind of having them come to a sort of U shape, just so it almost looks kind of natural, although we know, we're not really going for natural, but we're just sort of sticking to that shape. Then once you have cured those, you'll have something that kind of looks like this. And just to make sure that they're all uniform in the exact same shape, I'm going to file around, which they didn't really need a ton of, but you can do this if you wanted them really pointy or sort of square. You can just sort of touch them up right now. Then you're going to really want to make sure you clean them up before this next part. I'm grabbing some of my BH Cosmetics glitter, and some tools that I recently got. I'll link the set below, of course. And I'm going to be putting that base coat again on, but just on the tip. I'm going to be leaving the pink alone and not getting it on any of that. And this is sort of a way I found that makes it a ton easier to make a design in sort of encapsulated glitter. So I'm going to just be not curing it, and I'm just going to dump the glitter on top of the base coat on the tip. This does get quite messy, so just beware. Then you are going to want to cure that so none of the glitter gets anywhere, and then you're going to want to put another base coat on top of that. And just make sure that you wipe off the brush before you stick it back in the bottle. And this time I'm going to be putting some chunky glitter instead of some small glitter. And then make sure you cure that, and you're going to want to grab your clear gel or polygel or whatever you're going to use, and you're going to want to encapsulate that. And now this should be a lot easier since all of the glitter and chunky glitter is stuck to the nail. You're not going to really get any that's coming off, and it should be pretty easy to just sort of top it off. And since your nail bed is already covered, it should make it really easy to just sort of finish this off. I found that this set didn't take me long at all. It only took me like 2.5 hours, which was really quick, just since it seemed like I was taking a lot of shortcuts without sacrificing like the quality of the nails. So yeah, just at this point just shape them and get it on going. I didn't really feel the need to put clear on top of the pink. You totally can if you want to build it up a little bit more, but I didn't feel like I needed to. If it just happens to get over, then that's fine as well. Then once you're done with the clear, you're just going to want to file them down. I found that it didn't really need that much filing, just need to even them out a little bit. And then I am buffing them with the 180 and then the 100 side to just get them really smooth. Finally, I am just going over with a top coat, and that's really what brings like the glitter and everything to life. Then if you want to go even more extra, you're going to want to grab your wax pencil and all of your gems. I recently ordered a ton of new ones. I love this like teardrop kind of shape so much. So I ordered a bunch of these from Amazon, and all of these are really pretty, and they're all multicolored. I am just using the top coat to attach the gems just because I don't really do like intense things with my hands, so I don't feel like I need them like heavy duty secured. But if you do, then you can definitely use a gem glue, or even like the brush on nail glue that you use to glue the tips on. That can work as well. For my gems, I like when they're all sort of asymmetrical and have different designs on each hand. I find that it just makes each set look a lot more personalized and a lot fancier. And voila, you're done. Now you just want to grab your cuticle oil and put that on. Really make the nails pop. And this is the finished set. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like the nail videos, please make sure to give this video a like so I know and I keep continuing to do them. If you have any other issues, please let me know down below and I can maybe do a video on it. My videos are really to help the beginners because I know exactly how it feels. Really just practice, but I'm always loving giving some tips and tricks to make it so much easier on those starting to try to do their own nails. And I really hope that this trick can help anyone struggling with their nails lifting. So if you were struggling with that and this tip helped you, please make sure to let me know. Anyway, thank you guys again, and I will hopefully see you next time. Bye!